Casper Dennis here for Submission Radio, sitting with Joanna Jedrzejczyk, the lady that takes on Valerie Letourneau at UFC 193. We know you love your kicks. Just wondering, have you gotten any kicks while you've been here in Australia?
Of course I've got, I bring five pairs from Poland, but I've got some nice present from Kevin and Katie from US Reebok. They sent me some nice, really cool stuff, new collection, gold just for champions.
Now let's get right into the fight, Joanna. Obviously Valerie has a size advantage in this fight. Some people are saying that was one of her biggest advantages going in here. Do you think her size will be a problem for you in this fight?
I don't think so, you know. She must be 115 in the day of the weighing. You know, she's strong, she's tough, and she deserves it to fight for a title, but you know, I'm too fast and I'm too good for all of them.
Some people also say, and Calaudia Gadelha actually said this, that Valerie's size will be her detriment in this fight, that if a weight cut will affect her and that her being so big will lead her to be too slow and possibly fade later in the rounds. Do you think that's true?
You know, even if she doesn't cut weight, she's too slow for me. This is what everyone must understand.
Now, obviously, you've spoken about how she's afraid going into this fight. I mean, we're just moments out from a stare down that you guys are going to have on the stage. Are you expecting to see fear in her eyes when you guys lock eyes in a few minutes on the stage?
Sure. I want to look into her eyes and see what's going to happen.
When you say she's afraid, how much of it is sort of, because Hector Lombard recently said that you're almost trying to be like Conor McGregor and you're trying to sell the fight. How real is what you're saying in terms of her being afraid?
I know that Lombard is in a relation with Valerie, so he's very emotional. So I understand him. I like him as like a fighter, so like I said, I understand him. But Lombard, hey, I don't like trash talk. I don't do it. I'm just a confident fighter because I'm working so hard. That's why, you know. And I hate trash talk, and I didn't do it to Valerie. I said that she's afraid because I could see it in her eyes. It's true, and this is what I mean, you know.
You say you hate trash talk. Do you feel any pressure in order to do trash talk in the future? Not to say that you'd like it, just because of where the UFC is going, and it seems like when you're loud, you do get big paydays and big events.
No, you can be a champion without trash talk, you know. I know Conor like it, and he's good in that. I like him so much. You know, every fighter is different, you know, with different personalities. So I don't like trash talk, and I'm not gonna do it.
I want to touch on something. There was a Q&A in Sydney a couple of months ago, and the question was, who is the biggest trash talker in the UFC? There was a few answers like Conor, etc. Chael Sonnen. You said Calaudia Gadelha. Why is Calaudia Gadelha the biggest trash talker in the UFC?
She's talking so much on her social media. She should realize that she lost the fight with me, and she should just stand in the line and wait for her chance to fight with me, you know, because the line is long. So she should just think about other fights before she's gonna fight me.
Now, Calaudia Gadelha is down here to watch your fight. Are you expecting to fight her next after this, or do you think there could be someone else in the division that deserves a shot over her?
I think there are other fighters who deserve it more. Like I said, she has just one win after she lost to me, so she should just wait and get other fight.
She's the #1 ranked contender. You say there's other girls that deserve it more. Who do you think they are? Who else deserves it more other than her?
Rankings are not fighting. So.
Is there any names, anyone specific that you can think?
Anytime, anywhere, with everybody, you know, with anybody. So, yeah.
One of the big fighters in the division is obviously Paige VanZant. I just want to get, what are your thoughts on her? She's a nice girl. She's done quite well in the division thus far, and a lot of people are sort of saying a fight between you two is eventual if she does win in December.
We will see. We will see. I don't know. I don't think so. She's young, very talented. She's doing a great job. She won like 4 fights in a row, probably. So, yeah, all the best to her before her upcoming fight with Rousey Namajunas. So we will see. I don't know, you know. Like I said, I'm a champion, so I'm gonna fight with all of them, you know.
Are you giving her much of a shot against Rose? Because Rose is a tough competitor. Do you think she's got a shot against her?
Rose gonna be a more difficult opponent for her than Jojo.
The fight is in 2 days. You've got your weight cut, you've got all these media obligations, you've got obviously a huge stadium of people that will be waiting to watch you. How are you handling the nerves?
You know, I feel great. I'm enjoying every day. of being here in Melbourne before UFC 193. The weight cut is going well. My nutritionist is here with me. I feel great. I didn't feel that great before the weighing, you know. So just one more training tonight, one bath, and probably I'm gonna be on weight. So I'm very happy, and like I said, I feel great because I used to be without energy a few times for one day before the weighing, but I feel great. I like media. It's part of it's part of my and other fighters' job. So I'm really enjoying.
Now you're on the card obviously with Ronda Rousey, who's up the top. Just for people that don't know, what's your relationship like with her? Because there's a lot of mutual respect between both of you. You're both big fans of each other.
Yeah, we understand each other. We both are champions, and I just finished Ronda's book, and it's amazing. She's a great personality, and I can see some of myself in Ronda. You know, we had the same problems in a fighting career and other stuff. So, you know, we the best, and champions are keeping together, you know.
It's interesting. She said this in another scrum just a few minutes ago, and maybe has said it in the past. She says that you are like the great white hope for her. If anything happens to her, she feels good knowing that, you know, the UFC's future is secure as far as female fighters because you're here and because you're the champion. How do you feel about that?
Did she say that?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's cool. That's I feel happy, you know. So Ronda, I gonna continue your job. That's all. But you know, I'm different champion. We both are champions, but we different. You know, I'm strawweight champion, and our fighting style is a little bit different. So yeah, but I'm happy that she said this.
Is there any pressure on you when you hear something like that? The UFC's biggest star at the moment says that, hey, you are the great white hope.
I look like stressed out or under.
Not all week.
So yeah, so I'm not. I'm really enjoying. So if I gonna see my fans, I gonna just enjoy and be more powerful.
In the big fight, obviously she's fighting Holm. Are you giving Holm much of a chance in this fight? How do you think it plays out?
Oh, Holm is like, she was 19 times boxing champion. She did her job before. She's one of the greatest, good striker. But I think on this show, I like Holly so much. She's good personality as well. But I think I know this, that on UFC 193 twice you're gonna hear and still.
Now, before we let you go, the big fight is obviously on the weekend. What's your prediction? What's the finish that goes through your mind the most? How do you think you're going to win this weekend?
And still just watch my fight.
We'll be enjoying the fight. Thank you so much for your time, Joanna. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.